So in this consumer dynamics research group, we really look at the demand side, what's pulling these products through into the marketplace. And one of the things that we have to really understand are these macroeconomic trends that are influencing the consumers. There's a lot of them, right? There's this temporal digital divide. How are people dealing with this always-on, instant-on lifestyle? Some people are dealing with it very well. In emerging markets, some people are not. And it's the geographic variability that really makes it a challenge to understand that one macro trend. One of the other major trends we're looking at is this concept of death of complexity. That consumers are tired of complexity in their government, in their taxes, in their lives, and the last thing they want is consumer technology to actually add to that complexity. So some of them are eager to use the technology to make their lives simpler. There's a lot more of them that are frozen in place out of fear that that complexity is just another thing to learn because they haven't really understood yet where that benefit's going to be. Engaging clients around innovation is critical, and the social networking is a wonderful tool to get at a lot of the middlemen in that process, to bring the business right into the customer's living room, to understand what they like, what they don't like. And one of the other really important things with social networking is understand the different ranks and roles of people in these social networks. Because once you win over an influencer and you get them to evangelize your product, they have tremendous pressure and influence over those later adopters. And that's where we are in the consumer technology, moving in from this early adopter into this later adopter. And that's the key. So in the area of this relationship between the business and the customers, one-on-one conversation that leads to an output for innovative new products and services, the key is to engage with those lead influencers. And one of the exciting new techniques that we see emerging out of the consumer goods business and really into the technology business is this idea of gamification, where you can actually have your leader adopters, your influencers, play a game where they will stack rank and cluster certain types of features, products, and benefits that give you kind of a sweet spot that you can market to. There are risks of not doing anything, not changing the way the business works. And the risks are severe in that if society is changing and consumers are changing, if businesses don't change the way they do product development, whether they launch products, whether they advertise products, they're going to be missing the target. It's not like when you're playing football, you don't throw to where the receiver is, you throw to where the receiver will be, hopefully in the end zone. So in football, the receiver and the quarterback understand how this play is going to develop. Well, if you talk to your customers enough and understand where they're going and understand the layout of the field, you will be able to throw them to where they're going to be. And that's the key. Throwing it behind them is just a waste of money. The speed in which society is changing is breathtaking. And when you look at it on a global scale, understanding macroeconomic trends and all their variations is critical. There's just so much to understand and so many variations. It can't possibly be handled by one marketing department, by one organization. That's really where Gartner's group of consumer analysts, there's 40 of us. We start our day waking up in Germany and we go to bed at night in Mumbai. It takes that many people that long to really get an understanding of how this whole thing works together.